Check out this absolutely insane pickaxe. Look how far it goes. It's ridiculous. Ooh, diamonds. So, if you want to see how I made this bad boy, just keep watching. Hey guys! So in the introduction you saw me use this completely OP pickaxe, which does look ridiculously cool. It's actually like a fox head with a pick coming through it. But that's going to be near the end of the video. I'll show you how to make some cheaper ones first off, because you'll need those to get started. So let's put this bad boy away. During the game, what you'll probably find, or I'll show you how to make an insane sword as well. During the game, you're probably going to come across a few things. So let me just get into creative. When you're playing, you're probably going to find a few of these things called a geonac spear. You've probably seen these creatures appear when you are mining. Let me see if I can spawn one in. I don't actually know if I'm able to spawn in a geonac. I don't think I can. But those are those weird creatures that spawn when you're mining that probably scare the crud out of you. But if you kill them, you might get one of these fall on the floor. And it looks like this on the floor. One of those. Oh look, they got information on here now. So it's that. And the highest level is level 3. But to make a pretty cool pickaxe, at least an early game pickaxe, you want a level 1 of these things. And you want to get yourself a lesser equipment forge, which is the level 1, but you need to be a builder level 6 to use it. So you should have this. I've obviously given myself a load of levels in creative, but you need to get this up to level 6 in order to use this, because once you can make this. I'll show you real quick. So we're going to use, first we need to make a wooden rod, so that's 3 of these. So we'll take that, like 3 sticks like that. Then also we'll need a wooden hilt, which is 3 sticks like that, which is going to give us this. And the next thing we'll need to make is we need to use our wooden rod in this recipe with a bit of iron. That's going to give us an iron rod. And we're also going to need an iron pike joint. So we use this with 2 iron and we get this. So now we have an iron rod, a pike joint, and our geonac spear. So what we can do is jump into our forge level 1. The iron rod goes here. When you put that in, it will open up this and this slot, because without, so before that you can't actually put any of this in. So you put that in here, and then you get the pike, put that in, and now we've unlocked this yellow slot, and this can go in there. And now we've made this new pickaxe. And this pickaxe isn't as OP as the first one I showed you, but it's quite an easy early game pickaxe to get. So let's just jump back in the mine and I'll show you how it works. So down in the mine, look, 3 diamonds. In the mine, we're going to just mine out this little bit here. I need to get back into game mode survival to show you just how cool this is. So remember, this is fairly cheap to make, and it does that much. So that's pretty ridiculous for a pretty early pickaxe, right? And that's not the only things that you can make in that new crafting bench that we just created. Look how cool this is. So you could easily mine out massive areas with this pickaxe. But like I said, that's not the only thing you could create. There's loads of really cool stuff. So let's get out of this pit. Let's go back up to the crafting area. Okay, so now we're back in the crafting area. You can also make ridiculously cool swords. Check this thing out. Look how cool this sword is. Absolutely ridiculous, right? Also, it has the added bonus that it shoots fire. And look, you can shoot fire forever. It doesn't reduce the durability. Right, let's go outside and find something to kill. Ah, these guys will do. Come here, zombie. So, we're just going to set him on fire. and then blast him with the sword as well. That did a ton of damage. So that what the heck is wrong with that zombie? Okay, well he is absolutely screwed now. So let's see how much damage it does with one hit. About 2 hits it kills that dot, and it's got some powers on it. I don't know if you spotted that. It actually leached life from that mob. See, leech for 2 seconds. So he's running around like crazy. So leech the life. And zombies just got... Did I just kill it with one hit? Yeah, okay, so one hit that zombie. Yeah, that's ridiculously powerful sword. And that's not the only sword you can make. I'll show you how you can make... I've lost my house. I'll show you how you can make some more swords. So this is basically an end level sword, right? I'll show you why I know how I know that. So I've used a tail, an Argus tail, 1 level 3, Darkling Skull 1 level 3, and a Cinder Blade level 3. So what this sword does is actually we can make a slightly lesser one. So I'll show you how to make a lesser sword of this, and then I'll teach you how to make anything you want basically. So in this one, these are all level 1 items that I've picked up. These are all parts of mobs that we've picked up as we've been playing. And this is a level 1 forge, so we should be able to use all of these, hopefully. Let's just test it. So we're going to put in our base, slot base. That's this one. And then next we need either a head or a pommel. So if you look here, on the actual slot type, it says head. And at the bottom it said add slot blade. So if we put this on, which I can't unfortunately, I'm guessing I'm going to have to use a slightly higher grade crafting bench. So let's try it on this one. Okay, it allows us to do this. And hopefully it allows us to put the sword in. So let me just show you how I know that. So on this one, it says base, slot type base, adds slot pommel. On this one, it says slot type head, adds slot blade. On the sword, it says slot type blade, right at the top, see? So if I grab that, I can put it in here. But I can also add a pommel here. So I just happen to have this pommel. And now we have a new sword. So I can craft that. But this sword, when I'm finished, this head section, if you read the middle bit where it says effect, it leeches. So this will leech life. It will also affect on here, cause penetration, and the pommel will actually poison, and the blade will have fire. So this is a pretty ridiculous low entry level, because you only need crafting, you only need this bench, which is level 2, which you can't proceed properly, but you do need building level 12. I hope all this makes sense. It can be a little bit complicated, but for that we do get a fairly cool sword. So let's go out and test out our brand new sword. I saw areas that, so we can't shoot him with fire, unfortunately, because this is a slightly lower level, but when we hit him, he does get a leech and he's set on fire. So pretty good sword. Now let's go back inside the house. I'll show you how you can build anything you want, especially when you're high level. When you are able to get this level 3 equipment forge, it unlocks so much stuff. Okay, so the way this works, let's just ignore all of these random creations I've made. As you can see, there's some crazy parts. So each creation starts with a base. So you can literally just type in to the GEI base, and there's a lot of variations here. All of these basically allow you to, you can use these as the base, but they've all got different effects on. So this one, you can see effect smited the target, and another one effect smite the target. But this is a base and it adds a head. So what you could do, we want that one. That's going to be our base. Next, we want to find a head for this tool that we're building. So here we've got this head, which is another part of a mob. So as you can see right at the top, it says slot type head, and then it gives us some information about it. The effect is fear. So when this is on our tool, anything we hit with it is going to be is going to have a fear effect added to it. And this also has the added effect that it adds the slot blade. So if we want to make a sword, for example, we could add this. Next, it adds blade, so let's look for a blade. So we could have, for example, this blade, which I can't actually see what it is, but also this is trying to see what effects this has. So paralysis, so I don't know what this is, but it does have the effect of having paralysis. This thing also apparently acts as a blade. Gives blindness and invisibility to self. It acts as a shovel. Oh, so this would be making some kind of crazy shovel. Don't necessarily want that. What's this? This is a pickaxe. This is a fire one. Let's go for this paralysis one. Oh, okay. So we've got a base, we have a head, we have a blade. We also have space on here because it says add slot pommel to add a pommel. So let's grab some kind of pommel, and we can go for levitation. So there we go. Now what we should have is a sword that smites an enemy, gives them fear, paralyzes them, and will make them levitate. Absolutely ridiculous, right? So let's grab all these bits, go to our level 3. So we need to put in the base, then the head, then the pommel, and we've unlocked this one, which is blade. So now we have this crazy ass looking sword. Let's go outside and look at it properly. Look at that ridiculous sword. What the hell? Let's go find something to kill. Oh, there's a zombie who has not been affected. Right, dude. Oh, one hit him. He must have already been half dead. As you can see, it's pretty cool sword. And you can mix and match and make anything you want. It doesn't have to be swords. You can make pickaxes, you can make shovels. So much crazy stuff. Yeah, look at these crazy weapons we've made. Nuts, right? So the really cool, insane pickaxe I was using at the start was this one. So I'll show you how to make. I'll show you what items you need to make that. First, we're going to search in here for a base, and I've used this base. We're going to grab that. Next, we need a head, because the head is going to be where we attach our pickaxe to. So we need that fox head. You can see I picked up level 3 and level 3 on these two. And then, because we want to make a pickaxe, we need to find a pickaxe attachment, which in this case is this one, level 3. Right, so we craft these together. Oh, helps if I have them. Craft these 3 together. So put in the base first, then the head, then the pickaxe, and now we have the ridiculous OP pickaxe I was using at the start. So yeah, this is how you make insanely amazing early game tools. You just got to find the body parts when you're killing mobs, just save them, and eventually you can build up your building to these. So remember, if you want to use these, you need either building 6 for level 1, building 12 for level 2, building 18 for level 3. And building's not hard to build up. The hardest part is actually finding the body parts that you want, and then just mix and match them and come up with some crazy ass ideas. In fact, this is probably, I love this sword. I love how ridiculous this sword looks. So yeah, hope that helps you guys. And yeah, gonna do some more RLCraft tutorial videos. Thank you very much. Bye.